All right, welcome back. 5 City YouTube channel. We're back. Little hiatus. We were away, but we're back recording. Happy to be recording finally. I feel like it's been a minute, but we're back here.
It's that time.
Hell yeah.
We're back, but there's a lot of shorts to look at.
There's true, yeah. I was gonna say maybe talking to a few more people now.
Yeah, check out a short while you're at it. Send it to a friend.
Yeah, I think we've gained
a good amount.
At least 100 subscribers.
Yeah, since we last posted like a full YouTube video, it's been like it's about 100 subscribers.
We've been working on some golf shorts too. Should be having those coming to you guys.
Kind of like a play a hole with me type of deal.
Couple pars, nothing crazy, but you know the birdies are coming.
No birdies? What the
birdies?
Hey, man.
Buddy of ours got a hole-in-one yesterday.
I forgot to tell you about this too.
What? Where?
Autobahn par 3, hole 3, 90 yards.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Hole-in-one.
FaceTimed us from the tee box.
Yeah, just to make sure. Because he was by himself, so he FaceTimed us, walked us down.
Yeah.
Congrats. That was nuts.
He was saying, too, he like yelled over to like some kids that were on the other hole. He's like, yo,
I just got a hole.
So I asked him though. I was like, was
I
there
would have made
anyone
him walk
around?
down.
Oh, I would have told everyone there.
I'd been like, give me your name, phone number. I'm going to call you at weird times. You're going to answer.
You're
going to tell people. You were playing with me. I'm a great guy.
I would. You got to tell like at least the guy at the clubhouse, right?
For
like,
sure.
hey, I
think you do because he also is like any day there's a hole or any ace, he'll be like, hey, just so you guys know. Yeah, he'll tell everybody when they come in too. It's pretty cool.
And then like not to just like stay on this for a hot second, but like your cousin was in the paper for having a hole in one.
Yeah, if you get a hole, I don't know if you can on the par 3 course. Might have to be like full par 36. I was gonna
say, that was
you might be able to though. I'm not discrediting it, but
yeah,
it's like 100%. You said. Anytime you swing the club once, the ball goes in the hole.
It's a hole one.
For sure.
I don't care. Yeah, I don't care.
For sure.
Put a 1 on the scorecard. But okay, we're here. UFC London breakdown. It was a fight night. And it was stacked. It was a pretty good card. Coming into it, it was a pretty good card. Honestly, a lot of big names and like. Anytime there's a fight night outside the like UFC Apex, I feel like it's just always so good. Like it always ends up being good, and especially when it's UFC London, the fans are always just really loud. They don't get a lot of events, you know what I mean? So like British fans like that, English fans.
I feel like they're nuts for any event, and if you make it a fight on top of that,
that's such a good point. Like how they treat soccer and everything like
that. Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's like it doesn't even matter who's fighting, but then you throw in Paddy Pimblett and Meatball Molly. I mean,
right, 100%. They let.
Also, I feel like that arena is small too. Like, how many people does it hold?
It's not big. Yeah, I can look it up. But even Paddy said something after the fight like, "I won't be fighting here anymore. It's too small."
I mean, it looks like a normal arena on TV, but I think it's probably
capacity
smaller
is
side.
20,000. So for context, where's like
that's not that small.
Where else they hold fights like MGM, right? MGM Grand Capacity. It's bigger than MGM.
Yeah, but it's not as big as some other U.S. arenas, I guess. But
I guess like T-Mobile, they have.
Yeah,
Vegas.
But I think T-Mobile and all the different hockey
20,000.
arenas are 20,000.
20,000. Yeah. So I guess that's pretty standard. I don't know why he said it was too small. I mean, I don't know. That makes zero sense to me now. I thought it was going to be like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought either.
Yeah, I don't know.
Shit. They're crazy.
Dog attacks.
They're crazy. It's nuts. Making cold calls. Making cold calls and that shit happens. Getting back on top.
Okay. All right. UFC London.
Yeah, UFC London. I guess the O2 is pretty standard for most arenas. But Paddy the Baddy doesn't want to fight there anymore. We can start, I guess, main card. There was a lot of fights in the prelims. I mean, it was a full.
Yeah, I feel like these afternoon ones are so long. Like it's like an all day like. This started at noon, right?
Yeah. It was noon.
Yeah, I just feel like I was
3.
It's like Sunday football equivalent for.
Oh yeah.
Fight low.
Oh yeah. That's a good comparison though. Honestly, like someone from the U.S. If you if you watch the NFL, you're watching that all day Sunday
for sure.
That's cool. It's a good comparison. But yeah, it was long. A lot of early prelims. A couple. There was one here. Can you go on the prelims for a second? Actually, there was one guy I wanted to talk about. It was this Marab.
Let me see. Here you go. Hold on.
I had it up, and then there was one guy. He's like undefeated. His MMA record. He's like undefeated. And there was an interview with him, and he said basically.
Was it Muhammad Makayev?
Yes.
Yeah, because that dude was nuts.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
That was like the first fight when we turned it on after golf.
Yes. 100%. And
that was nuts.
He, because Charles Johnson is good too, and he basically just proved why he's undefeated. Incredible jiu-jitsu. It wasn't like super entertaining to like common fan.
Just smothering pressure though.
Yeah,
I remember.
100%.
Like he just didn't give him a second to think or breathe or anything. But
Yep.
I remember Charles Johnson was like he had good defense the whole first round, but
Yeah. No, you're right. You're 100% right. That's what happened. I feel like he kind of
got
just like
tired and
ran
worn.
at him. But the crazy thing about this Muhammad Makayev, he basically said in an interview like he wants to become champion and then just like quit. Like he like
Really?
he's like I guess really like religious and like whatever. And he basically was just saying like he wants to like study his religion after. Like he said he basically thinks that there's more to life than like sport. When weird
Oh,
him.
to each
Not
his
weird,
own.
but yeah, to each his own. Exactly. Okay, moving on to main card. Paul Craig and Volkan Oezdemir. So decision, I believe it was unanimous decision. Volkan Oezdemir. And it wasn't really anything exciting, in my opinion. I don't know.
Yeah, Paul Craig has such a weird way of fighting. Like he just can't. Like I it's another guy that I forgot who he was, and then as soon as he starts fighting, I'm like, oh, it's that guy.
yeah.
It's the guy who like lays on his back
fight
and
style.
wants to pull everybody into his guard, and
Right.
and he does it like almost annoyingly. Like
Almost,
it's
yeah.
pretty annoying. Like and Oezdemir, I mean, he didn't fight that well, to be honest, and
No, I think he just like,
he just got it's an aggravating guy to fight.
yeah,
The
exactly.
guy's just grabbing your leg and then lays on his back in front of you.
Right.
He must have done it 25 times.
Yeah, yeah. Paul Craig's coming off like big wins, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, he beat Nikita Krylov, who was also on this card, knocked out Gustafsson. So he's coming off that win, and then he beat someone else really good. Oh, Jamal Hill. He beat Jamal Hill. So he also beat Shogun.
Really?
So those are his last 3 fights. Jamal Hill, Shogun.
Yeah, but I mean, even though it's annoying to watch, I thought his stand up looked pretty good. Like in the second and third rounds, he was standing there trading a little bit, and he looked pretty good.
Yeah. I mean,
So
yeah, it definitely wasn't anything. I don't know. Paul Craig looks so intimidating. Like he was like standing in the middle of the octagon. He's so jacked. He's got like the one arm.
well,
sleeve,
and
like,
did you see the weigh-in when he came with the mask on? Like he had this blue total
Really? I
mask
didn't even see
on,
that,
and
to be
just like
honest.
got right in Oezdemir's face.
really.
And Oezdemir did not look comfortable at all. Like he was just like, who is this crazy guy or whatever?
That's
but
insane.
yeah, it was weird. Yeah, you should pull that clip up and.
It'll be playing when you're.
Oh
doing
yeah,
intimidation.
yeah.
I was gonna
it
say
is.
yeah. That's
It
always
was
kind of cool.
It was really
Do
cool.
something crazy
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. It was.
He's-
It was weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Oezdemir won the fight pretty handily, I thought.
Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure it was a unanimous decision.
Yep.
Yeah,
Unanimous.
not too much else on that. Okay.
Next up was an exciting one though.
Oh yeah.
Fun
Oh,
one
yeah.
to watch.
Fun one, obviously. Everyone knows Molly McCann. She fought Hannah Goldy. First round knockout. I mean, so
Spinning back fist. Or
yeah, elbow. I think it was elbow, right?
Yeah, spinning back
So
elbow.
Almost set it up. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was the
Yep.
second knockout to stem from a spinning back elbow in women's MMA history or UFC history, maybe. I'm not sure. But yeah. So, and she was also the
Definitely
first.
contributed to her fight night bonus.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Definitely contributed.
Yeah, her and Paddy, obviously can't talk about her without Paddy, can't talk about Paddy without her. They come as a duo, but yeah, she definitely proved like her end of it, like why she was that hyped. She is an exciting fighter. You don't see a lot of fighters in women's divisions that are like hyping up crowds and like doing stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like really like hardcore promotion.
I was
and
gonna
then
say
like
she's-
going out there and like running around the ring and like doing those crazy celebrations, jumping into Dave Portnoy's hands. Like I don't know. I would like to see.
She's definitely building a good little brand for herself.
100%. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I think she's exciting and whatever, but we'll see when she comes to fight other places.
Yeah,
See how
Yeah.
how she reacts to
Because
fighting in the U.S. or fighting somewhere else or whatever. I mean, obviously that's
Little home court advantage. You have the crowd
Yeah, I mean,
screaming
that's-
when you walk out. How can that hype you up to another
Exactly.
level?
you are.
Yeah.
You are basically what everybody came to see.
Yeah.
You know, in her last 2 fights. And like UFC London is just such a big deal to like everybody in like London basically in Europe. I'm sure there's a lot of European fans from other countries that attend UFC London. You know what I mean? For sure. It's such a big deal. Home court advantage. That's a good point. I'd like to see her fight in like Vegas or something.
yeah. I mean, I
awesome.
thought it was a good matchup. I thought Hannah Goldy looked pretty good in the beginning, and she just kind of
She
got
did.
overwhelmed with strikes. But
Yeah.
I mean, it was, I thought it was pretty even to start. You know,
I thought exactly. I didn't know.
I mean, she's huge for the weight class. I mean, she's like
Hannah Goldy.
Oh
yeah. She was like jacked.
She's jacked. Yeah.
But I didn't really know who she was, so I wasn't sure like how it was going to be. But it was pretty competitive, honestly, until like Molly hurt her. She kind of like I don't know. She hurt her and then jumped on her and never really.
Yeah, that's a sign of a good fighter. I mean, you get them hurt and you got to finish them.
Tactic,
and that's what she did. So
Yeah, exactly.
that's great.
100%. So yeah, like I said, can't say enough about how she's promoting herself and just doing what she's doing. But I think we're talking about like how it's just sometimes not their personality.
Yeah,
You know what
I
mean?
think
Like,
it's all, I think it's great that somehow people take advantage of the, whatever. The UFC promotes them and they take advantage of different things. I mean, no one's doing more than Sean O'Malley.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's pioneer. He's paving the way.
100%.
So
100%.
I'm just saying these other people are trying to do some things or make names for themselves too, but,
Yeah. I heard someone make a good point about Sean O'Malley, how he's like doing what like he's not exactly doing what Connor did, like because like he's growing up in a different era of like more social media, more like it's almost like more, you're almost expected to have a podcast type of thing, you know what I mean? But not really, like not as an MMA fighter, but a lot of people have podcasts now as opposed to like Conor McGregor, like who like grew up, maybe like did some Instagram videos and things like that, but I don't think really
Definitely wasn't
did
the
what
same
Sean
presence,
O'Malley did
no.
and like made funny TikToks and whatnot. So another testament to Sean O'Malley is all.
Which are very funny.
Yeah.
but
exactly.
you're right. It's a different era and different way of creating a name for yourself. Connor did some crazy fucking shit. That's what he did.
That's the thing. Yeah,
Like
no,
all
you're
those
right.
press conferences and all those, you don't see O'Malley doing that.
Right.
You don't see him throwing water bottles at people and
ATS and whatnot.
throwing
Taking
a
the
chair
belt
or what did he throw at
the bus.
Khabib's bus
he
or
threw
whatever.
like
And think
Yeah,
about how he
basically,
reacted
yeah.
with Henry Cejudo, I think it was, talking all that shit with Cheeto
He was like
Vera
super
behind
calm.
him.
Yeah.
That was one of the craziest little clips to watch because like you see Henry start talking all the shit. Sean's like, what are you talking about? And then next thing you know, it pans over to Cheeto and he's sitting there like that.
I know. Yeah, he was like, that was so funny. That was
Like
so
Connor
funny.
definitely would not have reacted as calm, cool, and collected as Sean did. Sean was funny. He was like,
Sean-
yeah, nobody takes that guy serious.
Yeah.
Like,
He was like, I think he asked him how much he weighs or something. He was like, how much do you weigh right now? He was like, you're gonna fight.
Oh, he's calling him fat.
Or
right?
yeah, he was like, when are we gonna fight in 2 years? He's like,
Yeah.
when are you gonna make weight? Yeah, that was funny. But yeah, he was just like calm, cool, like not like just him. That's
yeah.
like you said, comes with personality.
He's like, what?
Yeah. He's like, what?
What?
Okay, so Nikita Krylov and Alexander Gustafsson. So it was a pretty quick knockout.
Yeah, Gustafsson should retire.
Yeah.
Sorry.
DC tweeted it right after.
Yeah.
He did say like it was not like he was like kind of harsh, but then like kind of like he said something about like him being like a UFC legend, which he is.
It's a logical statement, though. You really
but
should.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great
Gold.
fighter. It's just
So
he just got overwhelmed.
right, and his last fight was in. He hasn't fought in like 2 years. Last fight was in 2020, and he got finished by Verdum actually in the first round. So like wasn't competitive in the last one. Took 2 years off. Not sure. Maybe I don't know. There's definitely a reason, but I don't know why.
Yeah.
And yeah, definitely should retire because this is a sport where you could like lose a lot, if you don't give it up.
You
at
got to
the
be
right-
able to defend yourself well, too.
Yeah, and like you could, you hear fighters talk about all the time, like one too many hits to the head. And like,
It's, yeah,
yeah,
no joke.
that stuff's no joke. So, yeah,
Yeah, I mean, some guys come back. Some guys are. You think it's over, and I mean, perfect example. Anthony Smith. I thought he was done. Like when he fought Teixeira.
I was gonna say I thought
that fight was like he took a lot of damage in that fight, and I thought this guy
Oh
he
my-
should just
I
retire.
I forgot.
But
how,
now,
how bad that
he's
was,
come
though. I was,
back
like,
and he's
smiling.
won like 3 in a row, and he's looked really good. And
Yeah,
some guys get a
Some guys turn around.
resurgence, but
I think Anthony Smith is younger too.
yeah, maybe.
He's
But I'm
younger.
just saying he's
Still, he definitely did. Was not winning.
he's
He even,
looking
like-
pretty good.
Yeah, he even lost after Glover. I think he lost like
Did he?
another not great one. I rember. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I
But
don't
no, he's looking
remember.
good now. Looking
I
good
don't
now.
remember, but he's on the card this weekend, this
Yeah.
coming weekend.
Yeah, pay-per-view this weekend too.
Same
That's
stuff.
a good one. Yeah, but yeah, Nikita Krylov. I don't know. He looked good. He looked good. I don't know. We didn't really see much from it. Alexander Gustafsson might be washed. You know what I mean? Like, might be like not the toughest opponent. Doesn't have the chin anymore. Type
Good little confidence booster for Krylov.
Yeah, for sure.
He was coming off a loss.
I think so. Yeah, he was. Let me see to who. Paul Craig. Yep. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, quick one. Don't got much on that. I don't know about you
Yeah,
guys.
done with that.
Yeah.
It was over in a minute and 7 seconds,
Exactly.
and there was really nothing much to talk about from there.
Yeah.
So
we have the people's main event next.
Yep.
Paddy.
Paddy the baddie.
Obviously. Fucking dude, I can't. I like him so much. Like, I
Yeah,
don't know.
for sure.
I think he's just like great.
Fight wise, I'd say honestly in the first round came out a little slow, but then obviously in the second round it
Yeah, I mean, like,
saw what happened.
Right, Jordan Leavitt's like not like scrub. You know what I mean? He was 10-1 before this. Now 10-2. So yeah, I don't know. I thought Jordan Leavitt looked a little scared. Like Paddy kind of came right at him.
well, he didn't want to throw with him, that's for sure. And
the game plan was to do this and grab his legs. Yeah.
But to Leavitt's credit, I mean, he was fighting a good fight. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
he held him up against the fence for a round and a half, basically.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. No, I know. And but Paddy's submission was awesome. Trapped the
rear
arm.
naked.
Yeah.
Oh
trapped the
yeah,
arm.
that was nuts.
That was real techie. Something that I really didn't even notice.
Kind of makes the rear naked
until-
a little bit more intense because it's such a like beginner
Yeah,
move. You know what I mean?
100%. It's more of like a fundamental, like you know what I mean, 100%. But he really
Brought some
got
tech into it with
100%.
trapping the arm. It was sweet.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
cool.
No, I was definitely like I was impressed that he found a way to win. You know, I mean,
Right.
that was because I was a little scared that this is going to be 3 rounds of Jordan Leavitt holding him up against the cage, and if that's the case, he's going to lose.
Yeah, no, I know.
I mean, he wasn't doing anything.
Leavitt wasn't going to let him play the game.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like strike with him,
But,
like you said.
you know, whatever. He found a way, kneed him in the head, and knocked him down, and then got his back or whatever.
That's another. I forgot that
Yeah.
that. I didn't realize even when I watched it at first, like live, that how clean that knee was. It was like clean knee to the forehead, basically, and then he dropped him. So it was brutal. Like, it was definitely not like a.
It was definitely a shot. And then in that post-fight interview, he was saying how his knee hurt.
Yeah, he's like,
He goes, I know his head hurts because
Yeah.
my knee hurts.
Yeah. Oh
So,
man, that's so
yeah.
funny. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Definitely stole the show. Him and Molly.
Both got fight night bonuses too.
Yeah. Yep. Even like they had like a 40-minute post-fight press conference, and like we were watching it earlier.
Obviously, with both of them there.
Yes. Yeah. I was gonna say
Package deal.
they
always.
come as a package. I think it's so cool too that they like. Someone asked them. They were like, "Oh, you're always gonna fight in the same card?" And they were like, "Fuck yeah, we're always fighting on the same card." Like, that's kind of cool. I don't know. Especially if they actually like are able to do that, and they both go like contending for a championship.
I was gonna say,
type
to
shit,
see them both keep having success, it'd definitely be a possibility. It'd be
Right.
cool to
Well,
see.
it'd be cool because MSG in November is probably what they're targeting, maybe for both of them. So that would be awesome. Yeah.
That would be
They're on the same
Yeah.
schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you imagine in like a couple years, like they both win the belt on the same night or something?
That'd be awesome.
Could you imagine? That's
That'd
what
be
everybody
awesome.
wants. That's what everybody wants. I don't know. I think they're great people. I don't know. I think they're cool. I'm really high on both of them, just because, especially after what they did, like how they fought. You know what I mean? I was definitely excited to see them both get a convincing win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, they both fought great.
Yeah. Paddy was
Really?
like upset with his performance. I think. Well, he wanted to like knock him out.
I was gonna say he wanted a
Yeah.
little
But
throw a
that's,
couple
you know,
haymakers.
if you look back, and that's how every fight has been for him so far.
100%.
It's not been easy.
Yeah.
He's gotten in trouble in
Yeah.
every fight,
Yeah.
but he's found a way to win.
That's
you know?
Someone was comparing him to Connor and saying like they just have two totally different like fight strategies. Connor was like strike at range, throw the left hand. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he Connor like played his game through the left hand, was really clean about it. Paddy's more of a brawler. You know what I mean? Which is also really interesting. You know,
Well,
really exciting.
You know, and that's kind of the trend, right? I mean, you see with Oliveira. I mean, Oliveira takes a, you know, he's got knocked down almost in every the last 3 fights he's had.
He's like the boogeyman. Yeah, he
but
doesn't.
comes right back. You know,
crazy.
he's
I was
not
gonna say I would
afraid
think
to.
of Glover almost before Paddy as a brawler, just because he's just
Yeah.
a beast.
Yeah. Speaking of Glover, I guess he's gonna get like another shot, or like
I think they're gonna have a rematch. Yeah,
I know, and like Jan Blachowicz is pissed.
Yeah.
he wanted that fight. I think
Yeah.
he should have the fight. But like I also want to see, that was like one of the better UFC fights I've ever seen. I put it in like my top
Yeah.
5, and I've been watching for a while.
it's definitely not gonna live up to the first one, but
No, there is like the old adage of
know.
like if the first fight is like some insane war, the second one's gonna be like super boring or super quick or like something like not like, you know.
yeah.
Anticlimactic.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't know, to be honest, I don't really want to see it again. I don't know, it's just the way I feel.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
I think I'd rather see Blachowicz
Oh well,
fight
I think
Prochazka.
I think that's what should happen. You know what I mean? But maybe, like I think that's what should happen. I should say, but I wouldn't be opposed to like seeing it again.
Yeah, I
You know?
don't know.
But maybe after he fights Blachowicz, barring that.
Maybe
I take
don't know.
Blachowicz over Jiri though. I think Blachowicz has the experience. He fought Izzy.
I don't know about that.
Really?
I don't know.
Okay. We'll see.
Prochazka's so weird.
So is Jan. He's weird.
I
too.
don't know.
He carries the rope of some dude that was hanging in
Did
a
you see
forest on his wrist.
How he came into the ring?
Yeah. He also got his.
Who
He,
wants to fight
he
that
almost
guy?
lost. He almost lost though.
Okay,
He almost
he
lost.
didn't though.
I know. All right. That's a different card.
Okay.
No, I know. I think it's gonna be like Clash of the Titans when those guys fight though. In all reality, like it's
Yeah,
just
it's
it's gonna
great.
be nuts.
Whatever
Yeah.
it is, it's all great. But
Yeah.
I think I'd rather see Blachowicz fight Prochazka next.
right. It's what should happen. I agree. Anything else on Paddy?
Yeah, not really, but that's the thing. Who's he going to fight next? And they were talking. I saw a lot of different podcasts we were watching, today that were kind of projecting like who should he fight next.
Yeah, I mean, the UFC just gave Sean O'Malley a really big jump. They might be kind of, maybe we can take that as a indication that he might fight someone like Tony Ferguson or something. Like a lot of people are
I don't
saying.
know. Is that? And I love that
That's
they.
a big jump.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing with O'Malley. I love that they. Okay, here's Peter Yan. Like,
Yeah.
go get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Go get it or
That's
not.
really
know.
throwing him at the wolves.
Yeah.
So
I feel like though, I know not to go off topic again, but like even if Sean loses, like it like
I don't
not
know
that-
who I would think would win that fight.
right. I don't either. But even if
I'm
he
partial
does,
one direction.
so partial. I can't. So biased. But
And-
even if he does lose, pretty much everyone's expecting him to lose. You know what I mean? So like he doesn't lose any stock. So I think it's a good move by him. But we'll talk about that.
Well,
maybe
I don't
later
think
or
it's
something.
I don't think it's a bad move to fight, and I
It's a
like
winnable
it.
fight.
I'm all for Paddy Pimblett fighting Michael Chandler right now. Why not?
That would be sweet.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
might easy. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying,
That's
why
like
not-
the equivalent.
I
of
know it's like you
Sean
want to
and-
see them
Yeah.
slowly build up to the
Yeah.
top 5 or whatever, but
Right.
Fast track them, see if they're
Why
see if they're
not?
the real deal or not.
why not throw them in there?
Yeah, I
throw them to
don't
the
know.
wolves and see what happens.
I know. I don't know. Do you think it would be a bad like business decision for the UFC?
For the UFC, no. Paddy Pimblett, maybe.
Yeah. But like the UFC could like if Paddy Pimblett loses stock like that, like if he like really like falls off, like if he loses someone like that, the UFC loses a lot of money too.
Well, it's just the same as O'Malley and Jan, where it's like he doesn't really lose that
That's-
stock because
that's
he's
true.
expected to lose. But I don't know.
think
He'd
it's
probably
a
take
point.
home a bigger check too. He'd probably think about it for sure.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
He'd probably take it. He's Paddy Pimblett.
Oh yeah, he's
but-
gonna take it. He's gonna take it. But like what I'm saying, like maybe they want to slow roll him, like milk it out, give him 2-3 more fights that he
Well,
probably might win.
Yeah, probably like O'Malley
What?
did, but I don't know. I mean, they're jumping O'Malley from 15 to 2
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know
pretty
what it is,
much.
but I'm just saying
Well,
that's
he was what 13.
pretty much
Peter's
what it is.
1. Peter's ranked number 1.
Right. So that's a crazy jump.
I know. I'm so excited.
But I think the other part of that is
That's gonna be
there's
nuts.
at 155 there's so many fighters.
It's stocked.
There's
Right.
so many
Right.
that he could fight first. They're talking about Dan Hooker. They're talking about
That would be good. That would be good.
Ferguson is one that's maybe on the radar.
I don't
but,
hear anybody saying Bryce Mitchell.
Well, that's one
He
that
might
maybe
lose that though.
that's one that maybe he should fight. To be
Yeah.
honest,
Bryce
because
Mitchell.
they're-
I don't know what he's ranked, but he's kind of like middle of the mark.
I don't
like,
know if he's even ranked. To be honest,
let's see. But I don't know. They kind of have. I don't know. It would be entertaining for sure. They're both
Well,
like kind of
there's just so many fighters in that division. I mean,
yeah.
do you whatever throw him up against Gaethje?
I just can't stop thinking about the Jan O'Malley fight now.
I know. I shouldn't have brought it up because that's what I'm thinking too.
I know. I just can't stop thinking about it.
Bryce Mitchell is ranked number 9.
Is he? Well, that's a perfect fight for him then.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Top 10 guy.
Yeah. I think.
Top 10 guy that I think he's gonna have a major trouble with, to be honest.
That'd be a crazy matchup too.
Because they're both
cool.
kind of like, Paddy's got some good wrestling. So does.
But like
Bryce Mitchell.
the London brawler versus like the backcountry, like
100%.
no gym, training in my
Training
in my
farm.
cornfield.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that'd be like just like a crazy matchup, and I think Paddy would have some really funny trash talk for him.
Yeah. Let's not forget about like someone like Calvin Cater in this division.
Right.
Really good.
Still rather see Paddy Bryce.
Yeah, I know. I think. See.
That's
no
a
one
cool
else is talking
matchup
about
to me.
that.
That's
You know
a
what I
cool
mean?
matchup.
What
Yeah.
matchup?
The
Bryce
Paddy
Mitchell.
Bryce Mitchell.
Yeah.
I think that's
Oh.
like Camo
Well,
versus.
we haven't heard
yeah.
anybody mention Bryce Mitchell.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. A lot of options though. A lot of options. Things are looking good for Paddy and Molly. Yeah, that's definitely all I got though now. So
Yeah, no, it's interesting future, and we'll see. I mean, it's exciting times, that's for sure. And I'm all for. I love what they did with O'Malley and Jan. Like,
yeah.
okay, here it is.
Fast track it. Right.
You want to fight somebody? Here it is.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, it's not. Yeah. 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 He's
Texted me like 5 messages in all caps when that came out. I was like, oh,
In all reality, after watching the last whatever pay-per-view that O'Malley was on, it's like they're just pumping him up so much that they're just riding his train.
And it's working though. Yeah.
Right.
The IPO kind of annoyed me in his last fight though, because I just really wanted to see where he was at, like trying to see him get to like second, third round, and then see him finish somebody, just to kind of see. I don't know, you know what I'm saying?
He came out a little more patient too, which I shows maybe a little more maturity. I saw someone was saying that like, oh, he didn't look that good or something like, I think he was just being patient, right? I think he was just kind of.
We didn't see anything.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I wanted to see something and be able to like step away and be like, wow, he's just constantly improving. He's so good.
There's also that whole thing where like he hit him in the eye, like he punched him in the eye.
That was a
and like
good
broke
strike.
his orbital bone or something. A lot of people are saying that. I don't know. It's a lot of conspiracy.
Yeah,
but
because
like
he started
Pedro
rubbing it
kept,
at
Well, he
Right.
definitely
Yeah,
did, because I remember when I was watching the fight, he
it was
hit
with
him
a
in
punch.
the left
Yeah,
eye,
it was with a punch.
and then immediately he was wiping. He just kept touching his eye.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I also heard Sean say something like Pedro posted an Instagram story with like covering, like he was holding his eye, but he was holding the wrong eye or something.
Well, yeah,
like
his left eye was really screwed
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
and
yeah.
That was the picture.
yeah,
Yeah.
and Sean was like, he was holding his wrong fucking eye.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Whatever. That's
Yeah, we kind of missed that. That was
disappointing.
when we weren't whatever. That was the last pay per view that we missed for recording, right? We didn't talk about that much on pod.
Well, we did. It was me and you.
Oh right,
Joe wasn't here.
I forgot.
Yeah.
That feels like
That was right before we left for
That feels like a
Florida. We did
year
that.
ago.
Yeah.
It was just because like I remember
Like 2
I don't
days
know.
before we left, we did that.
I don't know what you were doing. I was chilling though. I was like,
Gotta get the content.
we're not gonna have a video for 2.5 weeks. I was like, we gotta do something. Right
Gotta have
now. I was like,
something.
right now. I was like, I don't know.
It's kind of crazy too, the growth in the past 2.5 weeks, and like
It's been great.
almost like not like lack of content, but like just not as much as traditionally, I would say.
And then what more like
more short,
shorts,
more what's
the,
like accessible right now.
Right, exactly. So yeah, like it's working. It's good.
Sure.
All right, move on to the co-main and main event if you want.
Jack Hermansson,
Yeah, it kind of bugged me out. I
Chris
thought it was
Curtis.
Hermansson.
whatever.
They were saying Hermansson on the
Were
on
they?
the broadcast. I didn't. Yeah, maybe that's
Is that
what I
the
said.
London pronunciation, maybe?
But it's a name. It's like there's one pronunciation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I guess.
I don't know. Okay, well, he fought Chris Curtis. This was supposed to be Darren Till. So that would have been maybe more like star power on the card. But not saying it was lacking at all. But we were just saying Paddy saved it, Malley saved it. But it was supposed to be Darren Till. Darren Till got injured, had a knee injury, so pulled out. But Chris Curtis stepped in, as we know, fought like a month ago, basically, like on the dot, or a little less than that. So yeah, kind of stepped in on short notice. And was, I don't know, wasn't the best fight.
Yeah, it was. I mean, to me, it was aggravating, not only because I bet on Chris Curtis, but all the cards on the table there. But I'm just saying it was Jack sticking and moving the whole fight and running away from him, and not wanting to engage in any kind of back and forth.
Yeah,
that's just the way I
Didn't Chris
saw
Curtis flip him off at the end or something?
Yeah, he flipped him off and was saying that
it was
like
as soon as it was over, he was like,
yeah. And then he was like doing like this, like he was running around. Yeah, so that's exactly what it was about. I saw Jack Hermansson was on.
I want to see that.
Yeah. Jack was on. He was on Ariel Helwani's show today, and he said they like ended up like seeing each other backstage and making up, like they like whatever, like they weren't mad at each other. I guess you're right after a fight. Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Well, and that's the thing when a guy, Chris Curtis is a guy that wants to, he was at a disadvantage because he didn't have the reach and he couldn't get inside, and and that's kind of his fault too, to be honest. I mean, he needs to make adjustments and go after him if he wants to.
Yeah.
And
sure.
And he, if he's just going to stand there and try and box with a guy that's totally outreaching you every second of the fight, then do something different.
Not a good game plan. Yeah, right.
Get him up against the cage and dirty box or something. Like Chris Curtis did none of that.
Yeah,
none of it.
Yeah, you're right.
And
Definitely
he's,
right.
I was aggravated because I wanted to see them more back and forthing, but then in the end, I was thinking to myself, well, why doesn't he rush him up against the cage and throw some knees or throw some kicks or like there was none of that going on, So
I don't know.
I didn't feel bad for Chris Curtis at all. I mean,
I didn't either.
He could have done other things to try and win that fight, and he just didn't.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
So whatever. I thought it was kind of a bullshit fight.
Yeah, not much else on that.
Nothing really there.
All right. Yeah.
Nope.
The highlight was probably the double middle finger.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Highlight was when it was over.
Highlight was when it was over.
Yeah.
And then
sucks how those fights always go the full length too, because there's no action. You have to watch so much of it.
That's true. It's true. They almost get you twice.
Almost like after the first round, it's just be like, all right, if this is how you guys are gonna fight, we can judge it.
This is what it's
gonna
be. Then fuck off. All right. Main event. Unfortunate.
Yeah, it's disappointing. I mean, this was turning into a great fight. Like, I mean, whatever, we saw 15 seconds of it.
14 seconds.
But in that 15 seconds, it
was good.
It was turning. It was gonna be a brawl.
It started off good.
Yeah.
Like they were just throwing. I don't know, like they were expected to. But
I was in that 15 seconds. I was impressed with Blaydes because he came out.
Yeah.
Throwing.
And do you think maybe now he gets like maybe not a title shot, but maybe something really good because
he wants the winner of Gan and Tuivasa.
Right.
He doesn't want to fight Aspinall again.
I think that's fair.
It's
fair.
Of that. It's fair because especially how the UFC is like treating it. Going back to Sean O'Malley one more time, he won off of he won off of kind of like Pedro's like eye kind of thing. Weird thing, you know what I mean? Like, and now they boosted him up to Peter Yan.
Like a
you know
no
what I mean?
contest.
Yeah. It wasn't no contest. Oh, I don't know why.
But still got him boosted up.
Oh, right. It's still at the end of the day. Got him boosted up. Yeah.
For sure.
Got him up. Fight with the
climbed
number one
a bunch of links on there.
So if
rings.
Maybe that'll
links. Ladder links.
Maybe but maybe we can use that as like a way to judge how the UFC is going to handle it though. Like they took obviously this was a win on the scorecard, so it'll help it even more. Maybe he'll get that fight.
Yeah, who knows? But he said they asked him direct in the press conference, do you want to run it back? And he said, no, I don't want to risk my ranking.
Yeah.
He said, I don't want to do that. I want to fight the winner of. He said, I won the fight.
Yeah.
And now I want to fight the winner of Tuivasa and Gan.
Yeah. Because I mean, like,
very valid point.
He did the whole training camp. He flew to London. Like,
yeah.
That's not. Yeah. That's
we'll just do it again in a couple months.
Yeah. Like no. Like he definitely. Like I wouldn't want to do that. Honestly, now that I'm really thinking about it right now, I would say the same exact thing. I would say
it's the worst deal for him ever.
Yeah. Like exactly.
Yeah, he doesn't gain anything by
fighting Tom
running it back again. But I personally, I'd like to see the fight because we didn't see anything.
Yeah.
We really didn't see much.
Could be something we see in the future.
Yeah, honestly.
But there's a lot of good. There's a lot of good fighters in that heavyweight division. That Aspinall is gonna. I think Aspinall is great, and I think he definitely has potential to be champion.
I like him more than Curtis Blaydes. I think Curtis Blaydes kind of has like a. I mean, I'm not gonna say lack of personality, but
he doesn't. Well, he's one of those guys. He doesn't really promote himself like that
for sure.
Right.
But he's whatever. Don't have a problem.
Good
with
fighter.
him or
No,
anything
I've
like that.
nothing
Yeah.
against-
But definitely partial.
we got
Tom
no
Aspinall.
problems.
Yeah, I was gonna say, please, we got.
You're
Come
good-
after
you're
us,
a good
Curtis
guy.
Blaydes, please.
You're an awesome fighter. Kill all of us. Yeah, and you're gonna get a great fight probably next. One funny thing he did say, he was like after Paddy and Molly for the post-fight press conferences, and theirs was like 45 minutes long. And fucking he was like before he even sat down like at the table, he was like, just letting you guys know answers are going to be pretty short because I was back there waiting so fucking long when you guys were talking to Paddy and Molly or something like that. He was like pissed that they were talking to him for so long. I was like, damn, dude. I was like, I just didn't expect it.
Yeah, he wanted to get out of there.
That's like also kind of like low key a valid feeling from him. It's like you're the main event, and they're talking to like I get that they're the hometown guys. That's who everyone really came to see. But like imagine like you get like your main event fight.
No, yeah,
and they're spending
100%.
all the time talking to like two
yeah.
blokes. Like you know what I mean?
I do agree with that. Like I would probably feel the same way if I was Curtis Blaydes. Like,
For sure.
what the fuck? Like, come on. Like,
See, Curtis, I got your back, dude. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Playing devil's advocate, though, I don't think there was any way that Paddy and Molly weren't going to dominate that post-fight press conference.
No, it was their post-fight press conference.
Maybe they put them last, though. If they're going to, like, they got to know. They know how these things run. They've put on.
They should have, because that would have kept everyone
UFC
watching for as long as possible.
Exactly, too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. They should.
But I guess a lot of people might click off right away and not, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Were they first, though? I don't think so.
Either way.
Yeah.
Definitely a cool fight night.
Yeah, I felt bad for Tom Aspinall, but I saw too they had there was a picture of them backstage having a beer after they were
cool.
whatever. There was obviously beers backstage, but they had one together. Sucks. Nobody wanted to see that. They both probably Curtis Blaydes was saying sorry, but he didn't fucking do anything. You know what I mean? Not his fault. Unfortunate for sure.
Yeah, so that fight was looking up on DraftKings, but what I thought was really interesting is that Tai Tuivasa is a major underdog to Cyril Gane, and I don't know, plus 430.
That's just too much. That's a bet you should. That's a bet I would place a little something down.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
It
is.
Wow.
But what I'm afraid of is going to happen.
Plus 200 would be like.
What I'm afraid of what's going to happen is that Gane is so mobile and he's going to just run around the ring for 5 rounds.
Could be a snoozer.
It could be. It could be.
But
I don't know if
he's able to
Tuivasa is going to
avoid-
put up with that. I don't think he's the kind of guy that's going to put up with
A
that.
snoozer,
Right.
Tuivasa is not a snoozer.
He's going to push. He's going to push at him and not let him do that. Maybe.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's the way I feel, and I think that's.
I agree.
I feel like a lot of Tuivasa's fights too. There's a point where they're he's backed somebody up against the ring and he is slugging, or if he's getting slugged down against the ring, he's throwing right back.
Well, that's what he did against Derek Lewis.
I mean,
what I'm
that's
saying.
Yeah.
exactly what he
it's
did against Derek Lewis.
Could be a
I-
repeat of something like that.
And that's one thing that made me really, really like him is I don't know. I mean, not a UFC fighter. I've never been repeatedly punched in the face, but do you ever watch a fight and you think man, start throwing back right now. Start throwing haymakers
that's him.
back. That's
Yeah.
him. He does that shit. And that shit's probably hard as fuck. You know what I mean? Because nobody else does that. I don't know.
Well, you have to pretty much give up all defense and say,
Exactly.
I'm going to take some hits and try to just get myself out of the situation. But definitely take some balls of steel.
Exactly.
So here's some interesting odds. Anyway, that's coming up. Nate Diaz plus 800. Sean O'Malley plus 330.
You always say you can never count that guy out.
I don't know, man. He's from Stockton.
I do not think you can ever count him out.
The only
100%.
thing.
I mean, I don't know. You never know what's going to happen in this fight, to be honest. But I think all his fights, you just never know what's going to happen.
You said O'Malley's plus 330.
O'Malley's plus 330.
I thought it'd be more.
I
thought
was
I'd
going
be-
to say.
I don't know.
I don't know. I
I'm
just
not
think
gonna.
it's just such a big jump.
I think that's pretty accurate.
It's pretty accurate. I think it's. I just
Couldn't have
think,
given my man plus 300 though.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, to give him 330.
True. I think it's what I would give him, like you said. But I just thought the odds would be more critical or more doubt him way more. I should say. You know what I mean? It's a big jump.
I could see them flipping the Nate Diaz thing with. No. Actually, never mind. Scratch that. It's too old and bleeds a lot.
That's the thing.
Can't count him out.
Can't count him out, but
Slugger.
you can also count on Herb Dean asking the doctor to come in and say, "Is he bleeding too much?" Fucking
Yeah.
which is valid. But
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
that's the problem. I mean,
so much scar tissue on his face.
Chimaev is such a beast.
Talk about a guy who's taking hits to the head.
Yeah, I worry about that. I don't like how he talks, to be honest. But
Yeah.
anyways, that's his decision if he wants to fight again.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can never count him out. Like Leon Edwards, his fight with Leon Edwards got dominated for 4 rounds, and then he stung him and could have finished him and didn't finish him.
Right.
I mean, it could have been over.
Yeah. What's that?
Pointed at him right after he did it, didn't
Yeah.
he?
I was going to say, it's so funny you bring that up. I just saw a video of it. The combination, I never really noticed this. He slaps him with his right hand.
Right.
It's so funny. Like, obviously Stockton slap, like, it's not a new thing, but I did not realize that he actually, like, threw it in combination, slapped him, and then hit him with the left.
Yeah, I never really got I was so excited when that, because I'm a huge fan, and I was really like out of my chair, like, come on, finish him, like, and he's just like points at him, like, come on.
Yeah. He's like thinking he's on the street right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, because he rocked him, and Edwards was like
loopy.
He could have finished him.
Could have finished him and won the fight. Yeah.
Just didn't, but that's Nate for you. So you never know what's going to happen there. But
yeah, I mean, threw him into the wolves with Khamzat for sure. I mean,
yeah, but again, you never know what happens with him. So
true.
Or any of these fights. I mean, these guys, whatever. We've seen it last 2 weeks with Aspinall just getting hurt, and then same with Malley fight.
Yeah, that's what you were saying. You were like, I feel like there's just been a lot of unfortunate kind of endings in some of the bigger UFC fights that have been recently. You know what I mean? Like this Aspinall one, the O'Malley one. There was another one too that kind of ended in like injury or something. Kind of just got stopped pretty anticlimactically. But
yeah. But I mean, there's some really, really good fights coming up. I was just looking at who's coming up, and this weekend are great fights. Kai Kara France and Brandon Moreno.
Right.
Brandon Moreno's so fun to watch.
I know.
That's a great
probably
fight.
A top 3 fighter for me, actually, the more I think about it.
Really?
Cool.
That's sick. Yeah, no, I top 3. I love Brandon Moreno.
Top 5.
Yeah, I love Brandon Moreno. I'm definitely in agreement.
Rethinking that statement.
I know, but like
top 5
it's not a crazy statement.
Yeah,
like
he's
like, I definitely like hated to see him lose the belt. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, I like him, but I also like Kai Kara France. I think he's really good, and I think it's going to be a great fight.
Yeah, I'm a fan of anybody who's in that like New Zealand camp they got going on. Like Kai Kara France is
they're pumping out fighters, dude.
I know. Yeah, I mean, like I don't really like Volkanovski. He's like kind of like one of the head guys.
But he's good.
But he's
good. Really good.
He's good.
Fights a lot.
Yeah, I was gonna say So
on this card is also Blood Diamond. Do not bet on him because I bet on him twice now and he lost both times.
Right?
He sucks. He's not a good fighter.
Why would he?
I don't understand. Yeah, the guys.
I don't
understand. They were hyping him so much. I'm like, I'm gonna put some money on this guy. He lost big time. Like he stinks. He's not a good fighter.
Probably 6 months ago, something like that.
He's been fighting every couple months. This is his 3rd time fighting within at least 4 months. I gotta say. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's not good, and I personally don't like him because I lost money on him.
Yeah, that sucks. All right.
But there's some good fights. Obviously, here's some shocking odds. Juliana Pena plus 230. I mean,
yeah, I know she just beat Amanda
She's
Nunes.
the champion, but
I know it's Amanda Nunes.
I know it's Amanda Nunes, but hey. Is she done? Is Nunes done after this?
She still holds the belt in another division. Doesn't? Yeah, she does.
But I know. But I'm saying done in general.
Oh, I know. She washed. I don't know.
She has kids. And
I know. Yeah, no, I know.
A lot changes when you're not.
No.
When these fighters get older and they have different things going on.
Yeah, maybe it doesn't even. It's not her main thing in her life.
It's definitely a change your thought process if she loses this next fight.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, you cannot count her out, obviously.
Oh, never.
But I'm just saying it's a little bit surprising, those odds.
Yeah, a little bit. But, yeah, I don't know. I was definitely shocked when I heard him.
And Derek Lewis is on this card this weekend, too.
That's awesome. I love D-Lou.
So.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of good fights.
Fun guy to watch.
One fight that I'm looking at, too,
Instagram.
where is it? One fight that I was just caught my eye when I was scrolling through here was August 14th, Marlon Vera, Chito Vera, and Dominic Cruz. That's going to be a great fight.
That's going for Dominic Cruz that night.
Yeah.
And Dominic Cruz is an underdog.
Always, forever.
Listen, Dominic Cruz looked awesome in his last fight.
Oh, yeah.
Another reason to root for him.
Yeah, another reason. I hate Marlon.
awesome. Yeah.
I can't lie though. In the video with Sean O'Malley and Henry Cejudo and Cheeto is the funniest part.
Oh
of
yeah.
He was
He was funny. He just like it was really cool. He went back to, I think he's from Ecuador. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is he from Ecuador?
Yeah, I believe so.
He went back to his home country and like just mobs it. The whole country was there. It was crazy.
Kind of like a Yuri type beat when he went back.
It was
to
really
Poland.
cool to see. Definitely want to throw that in there.
Yeah. So I mean, there's great fights coming up all of August. I mean, Usman Edwards, great fight. Although I think Usman mops the floor with Edwards. I don't really think that's even contest to be honest.
Yeah, no, it just kind of has to
Speaking of
happen.
Edwards,
Yeah, it just kind of has to happen. But
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just don't like Leon Edwards personally, and I just don't think he's, should be ranked that high. And
yeah,
he
he
just
just has
doesn't
he's
deserve
had
it.
all those fights canceled. Like he
Yeah.
hasn't he's had a lot of fights canceled.
and Nate Diaz should have finished him.
And Nate Diaz should have finished him. You don't like him because he beat Nate Diaz.
yeah, whatever.
It's all right.
All
though,
right,
you know?
whatever.
Hey, why do you think I don't like Cheeto Vera?
True.
Christ.
I was gonna say why. Yeah.
I also just hate how Cheeto talked all that shit after. Like it was. I don't know. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna get into that.
Now, Leon,
today.
but also Leon Edwards is also one of those guys who does not promote themselves. Really, he just kind of
Yeah.
bitches on the internet, which is true. Which is
Yeah,
true. Which is
he does.
So there you go. He does. He does
So-
just complain on Twitter a lot. But
But also September 3rd is another great fight. Robert Whitaker, Marvin Vittori, and I think that's going to be a great fight.
That'll be cool.
oh yeah,
Marvin Vittori is plus 185. I'm putting money on him for sure.
yeah, for
He's
sure.
great.
Marvin
He's a
Vittori's-
great fighter.
Yeah,
And I don't know,
Plus
Whitaker's a
185.
great fighter too, but
yeah. don't
I
know,
think
it'll be
he's
good.
coming.
It'll
I
be a
think
good
he's
test for
coming to
Whitaker.
the end of his.
You think so?
reign, yeah.
Can't get past Izzy. So yeah,
Nope.
true. All right. Got any more odds? Any more cool odds? before
No,
we
that's
wrap
about
this
it. We got
thing up?
Aljamain Sterling, TJ Dillashaw. Sterling's minus 150. Dillashaw
That-
plus 130.
Yeah, that's probably pretty.
Another fight I'm really looking forward to. This one, October 22nd. I mean, they're stacking this card. Bilal Muhammad and Sean Brady.
Oh,
That's a
Oh,
great
that
fight.
card's gonna be so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Bilal
gonna say.
Muhammad's awesome to watch
Yeah.
fight as well.
And he gets a lot of hate, but like we love him. Like
I
I was gonna
think
say,
he's
I know
awesome.
we're all fans of him. Like
No, I
yeah.
think he's great.
Yeah.
Like he's along the lines of who's the guy that just fought Calvin Cater?
Yeah.
Josh Emmett.
Oh, Josh Emmett. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of view those guys kind of the same. Like they don't get a lot of respect, and they're just great fighters.
They just win a lot.
Yeah, I
you know,
think
like
they're
I feel like
great
they've
fighters.
been kind of under the radar and winning
Yeah.
for
They're just
a good
great
amount of time, and
fighters.
they're gonna get their shot soon. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
just makes every card he's on it gets a little bit more exciting.
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
And then
exactly.
you got on that same card Oliveira and Makachev. I mean, that's
Yeah.
Oh, which is
And that's that's the October 22nd. That's
Yeah.
I
Sean
think
O'Malley,
Oliveira
Peter
wins
Yan.
that fight.
Yes.
But I
Yes.
think Makachev definitely gives him a good little grab.
yeah, that's going to be interesting. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
I could be wrong, but I don't think we're gonna see much striking there.
Yeah. No. Maybe in the
Maybe-
beginning for a couple
Yeah,
seconds.
yeah,
but
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Size
yeah.
each other up.
Yeah. But other than that, no, definitely not.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
I think Makachev's gonna go for a takedown early.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I can't wait. A lot of content for that. It's already starting. And we're
Yeah, there's just a lot of great
a
fights
lot of
coming
content
up.
for
So
that. I can't wait for that. That's
good
gonna be awesome.
stuff.
All right, yeah. I think you want to wrap it up. Fucking, that's all I got.
Yep.
Really appreciate everyone watching. If you're still here, that's cool. Yeah. Have a good one. I got nothing. So.
Thanks for
Peace out.
tuning in.